Yo, yo.
What's happening?
Hey. Audio, your mic sounds good.
Great.
Yep, yep. Welcome to the broadcast, brothers, everybody. Justin Faisongo, this is Joe Noholava. And just as a reminder to you guys, brought to you by Margin tonight. Once again, share the stoke, guys. So, bruh, how was the weekend?
Well, it was great. I don't know if you remember a few bad races ago, and there's definitely been a few. Um, I told you that one of these days I'm going to have a good race, and I'm not going to bring the GoPro camera, and that's probably why I'm going to have a good race because I didn't have the
Yeah,
GoPro camera.
yeah.
I think this was that race. So it was
Well, I did see the results already, and I'll bring them up on screen so we can take a quick look at them. Here they go. Everyone can kind of see them. Hopefully, it's big enough for everyone to take a look at. But bro, fourth place in a really,
and,
really good time there
and we're talking about the World OC1 Championships of
of the
California, right?
the
Because
world. Those
everyone,
who
I don't know if we kind of just jumped right in, assuming that everyone knew which race we were talking about.
yeah, this is the 2024 Dana Challenge, and yes, the World OC1 Championships of the world is what this is.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
times two, the World OC Championships of the world.
right, right.
Um, so it's funny. So speaking of GoPro cameras, right? Uh, Jake was I forget what Jake's last name is. Graham
Uh huh.
was like, "You got your GoPro today?" I was like, "No, I actually didn't bring it." He's like, "Oh, damn it! I wanted to get on your screen." I was like, "This guy." So that makes sense. All those races where you see him kind of coming across before
Yeah,
the race starts, he just wants
yeah,
to get some screen time.
yeah. Hey, why not? You
Um,
know what I mean?
yeah,
If
man.
it's going to be aired on the channel, why not do it, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. It's
I
he,
mean, it was a great effort, brother. Like, yeah, I mean, you're nipping right on Hunter's heels there, and you edged out Judson. Looks like, which is great. And I mean, there's a good field behind you too. You did a good job, man. I'm proud of you.
um yeah, I don't know if it was uh I don't know if I crept up on Hunter. He was pretty gone.
Rosie.
Uh yeah, so what was first off, right? The race was not a not a harbor flat water start and finish kind of race. It was
Hmm.
open ocean. It was later morning. It was like right around. I think the race started at 11.
Yeah,
So we're kind of coming up on that time of the year where those afternoon spring winds are kind of kicking in. Although it was a south wind, which was kind of interesting. So it's not really blowing from the normal direction. But yeah, so we started outside Dana Harbor,
how did they run
and
the
it was
course? Oh, so they ran. Did they run the course into the wind? Did you guys do triangle? How did that work?
yeah, we just straight out into the wind, 4.5 miles, turn around, surf back.
Jeez,
So
right
um,
on.
yeah, and some all those years of paddling in the bay, I also think paid off too. A lot of upwind, you know, type of races up there where you're just going upwind, just grinding it
Yeah,
for a good while, and then you get to downwind.
right.
There was definitely that. Uh, so yeah, it was. Of course, there was still a draft train that formed, but these kind of upwind, open ocean races is kind of nice to just. I like them because I don't really feel that, you know, I don't really feel that drive to get on a draft train, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
um, even though it was windy, it was one of those days where it was like, there's actually something you can kind of catch going against the wind,
Right.
and um, yeah, it was just one of those kind of races where it just felt good, and I think going to Hawaii and getting my butt kicked the other weekend paid off. So
Well, I was just going to kind of edge into that. I think going to Hawaii was probably a good thing for you. I mean, you kind of, I know it was a lot of big water and the competition was really stout, but I feel like, man, that puts you in such a confidence level, between your ears. You feel you're comfortable I think maybe a dry. I mean, you definitely were driven to perform a little bit, So I think that was a very good thing for you.
Yeah, I think, and it was the perspective, right? It was going to Hawaii was, yeah, it was a race, but like we said, this is a training weekend, right?
Yeah.
So it was just quality time, um, and we're at that part of the year where the races, they get a little, that was the last OC1 race before the Wild Buffalo Relay, right? So
Right. Right.
it was an opportunity to kind of start like, all right, like let's cash in on your training, and let's start kind of aiming to peak at the right time, and because
Yeah.
it's a long season. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll probably do another episode about Wild Buffalo because I know that all the teams are registered. It seems like, but there's a lot of it's a pretty cool field. I was looking at registration today of Wild Buffalo, and there's some really cool teams. Like you're gonna have a lot of fun out there. I think.
yeah, yeah. What's great, both Matt and I think we're a little bit more equipped going into this year than we were last year,
Yeah,
and last year was still not a bad race. We got walked down by Nico and Ryan and Kekoa
yeah.
and Lindsay, but this year,
Feel better
this
this
year
year.
feel a lot better. Yeah, last year was
Yeah,
kind of just hold on. It was like we
yeah,
were great for 20 something miles, and then the last like 10, 8 to 10 miles was like oof. It
yeah,
was mostly my fault, but Matt's a stud as usual, so I'm glad that he was available for me to kind of piggyback off of. But this year we're kind of side by side, I feel. So
yeah. You'd be able to match me, be able to match his energy and what he's with his
yep,
training. Obviously, you put in a lot of water time, and you're training a ton, so it's good.
yeah.
It'll be
Lately
fun to
trying to,
watch. Yep.
yeah, but yeah, race was great. The Dana race was awesome. I had a goal, top five goal, and then a stretch goal of catching Judson, and I was stoked that I was able to kind of reach
Put
the
it together.
stretch goal as well, and
Hmm.
it was just good fun. It was just
Yeah.
fun to play and surf. I was like, oh man, finally.
Yeah. You're
So
definitely pretty comfortable in those conditions. I know
yeah,
some people don't get a lot of experience in that. The Bay Area probably gave you a lot, and obviously you got a lot of condition experience last weekend in Hawaii. So that's good.
yep, yeah. It's I was talking to Jake as well, and he was saying him and Joe were wanting to do Koh Nui next year, and it's
Oh,
like
cool.
anyone, I highly recommend it. No escort boat fees.
Yeah.
It's just
Hmm.
there's a lot of opportunities out there to learn. From like the Va'a worldwide clinics or camps and the Puakea camps, and there's so many avenues and platforms to learn and kind of but there's something about just going to Hawaii and racing against those and playing in those kind of conditions that are just
Yeah.
world class. Like that's a good way to kind of get your crash course, and
Yeah.
and just so
Well,
yeah.
I feel there's a lot of resources there too. You just have to ask and raise your hand and say, "I want to do this. How can I do it?" And there's plenty of people out there that'll help. I mean, it's no excuse not to go try, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yep, just try. I mean, at the same time though, like, it's like kind of, maybe maybe get some runs in first too, right there, and just kind of feel things out. It's I also wouldn't want anyone to be a liability out there. There's a few kind of paddlers here that kind of you know may have to pay their dues a little bit. If you know what I mean. Before just jumping into
A Koh
a
Nui race.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah, a race like that. Where
Hmm.
because again, right, you just don't
Yeah.
want to be a liability.
Well, I mean, that race course runs pretty tough shoreline. There's not a lot of opportunity for
Yeah,
salvation if something happens. So
yeah,
you have to be prepared. This is not a hey, jump in the harbor and go for a 9 mile race. It's
Hmm.
a totally different animal, you know.
Yeah, maybe get a few Hawaii Kai runs in first, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then commit. But even doing those kind of runs, just paddling in Hawaii, just paddling in conditions that you're not used to,
Mm-hmm.
that always pays off, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then but yeah, getting the opportunity to do the Koh Nui race is um awesome as well. So um
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well, I mean, it definitely puts your headspace in the right place for. I mean, obviously, this last race at Dana, it shows. You know, I mean, it's a pretty amazing feat.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, and it was just fun. It was like
Yep.
finally like it's I'm not gonna lie, not bringing the GoPro is one less thing to think about. Although there was a part of that downwind where it was like, oh man, today's a good GoPro day. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like this is good water,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny though. Some paddlers, some of the feedback I heard was that it was not that good, or it was kind of sloppy. I was like,
Yeah. I
actually,
we heard
I
I
thought
heard
that
that
was
a little bit too
pretty.
through some channels. Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that sloppy. It was pretty. It was matter of fact. It was like, as a kid, like we're going upwind, right?
Yep. Yep.
For half the thing, and we're going down for the second half. It was kind of simple. Um, I mean, thinking back to the safety course meeting, though, I mean, I forgot. Is it Rich Long? I think it was Rich Long that gave it.
Hmm.
He did mention that it was pretty flat. It
Yep.
was not. It was.
Yeah.
When I was rigging my canoe like an hour before the race, I was like kind of sensing a little breeze. Like this is, who was I talking to? I was talking to Dino Manning. Shout out
Hmm.
Dino. I was telling him, was, hey man, like I think we could have some surf today. That'd be kind of fun, And sure enough, we did. So,
Right on.
um, but yeah, it was. But let's pull up the results. I want to.
Yeah. I'll bring
I
it right
haven't
back
taken
up
a
here.
like a full deep dive into it. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
read that far. Wow. Um, but what I did think was interesting was because we haven't seen her race in a little bit.
Who?
Was that girl Charlotte? I think she finished ahead of. I think she's every race she's entered. She's been the first junior girl.
I'll find it for you right
I
now. Hold
I
on a
thought that
second.
was pretty. That's a
Yeah, Charlotte right here, first junior,
yeah.
143, 40, 28. Yep.
Check that out. You see how she's close to Leah Ching,
Yep. Yep.
Danny's wife,
Yep.
right? And ahead of some pretty good paddlers as well. But yeah, when I saw the result, I was like, wow, like I think she'd be a pretty good person to highlight. Like the
Yeah.
fact that she's just quietly getting it done. And
Yep. And
so
she's on the younger side of the junior category too, right? I don't think she's
I don't
19, right?
I actually don't know.
Yeah. I don't either.
But but yeah, look at all, like you're scrolling down, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of paddlers that she finished ahead of in some conditions, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
um,
Pretty impressive.
yeah,
Pretty
it
cool.
was yeah. She did good. I also
Brother
I guess I what
Justice had a good race too.
yeah
Finished up there pretty
yeah
top
he
seat. Yep.
because he's in front of Tiago, right? If I'm reading that
Yeah.
correctly.
Yep. He's
Because
right
yeah,
in front of him.
Tiago was with me going upwind for a good chunk of that first half.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was with me for like, I don't know, it felt like over 2 miles. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I was talking to Claudio about it, and he said that behind him there was a lot of other, like there's a surf ski, there's a bit of a train, and then there's kind of another gap that had some surf skis. This other guy, Tim Berdiak, who I paddle with at Lanakila, he's been on a roll lately too.
Yeah. He finished up here.
He's scrappy, man. That guy. He's got like a sprint kayaker background.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We can
But
look at the other
yeah,
categories. So we got some of the surf ski. Hold on a minute here. Do it by time. So you got a couple of the surf skis up front here, which is pretty normal for what we see in SoCal.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that pack, so going upwind, I was able to catch that second kind of off pack that had Tim, another Surfski, and then Brandy Baksick was on a 2-man with what's her name? She's a stand up paddler. Her
Mm.
name's escaping me right now. But uh they looked really good going upwind. And I was thinking like, whoa, like they're moving.
Candy Appleby
Yeah,
or
that's right. Yeah.
Candace Appleby.
Candace.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so they looked solid going upwind. They're on the Ballare, the Pulka 2-man.
Yep.
And it was one of those things where it was like, I just had one word, right? It was just patience, all that patience I had in stage 3 of Koh Nui, was I kind of had that same mindset, where this time it actually paid off. Where in Koh Nui,
Right.
it did not. But um, yeah, it
Well,
was one of those.
you felt that confident that coming back downhill, you were going to be able to make some moves. You just had to hold your ground uphill.
Yeah, yeah, and it
Yep.
was like not overdo it uphill either, right?
Right.
Where I
Right.
think a
Yeah.
lot of people were kind of spinning their wheels uphill,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find the draft train, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the draft train was not like it's not always the answer, right? That
Mm-hmm.
was the beauty of, especially like we're out in the open ocean where you have a wider landscape and you can just kind of like experiment, like, all right, well, like I'm just gonna kind of scoot mosey here to the left and like, oh wow, yeah, look at that, like that's faster water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have to sit on the draft train, and
So, you know
that.
what? Expand on that for a second because I know that it's lightly talked about. It's very very hard to really put into um, description, but there is such a thing as a uphill bump, right?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, anytime there's
That'll help. That'll help
conditions,
you, right? Yeah.
yeah, anytime there's conditions, whether if it's working with you or again, and the wind, luckily it's not like we were going against gale force winds, right? We were
Mm-hmm.
going, I don't know, was maybe 12 to 15, if that. But there was uh, because there was those storms kind of days before, so
That's right.
there's a little bit of storm residuals
A little
residual in the water.
energy in the water. Yep.
There was
Mm-hmm.
definitely energy in the water,
Mm-hmm.
and but yeah, I think anytime you're in the open ocean, there's something that you can utilize that may help you more than sitting on someone's ama or sitting behind someone,
Yeah.
and sometimes like I see this a lot, like a lot of people are so fixated on the paddler in front of them or the the paddlers in front of them that they're not necessarily like watching. Like when we're going upwind, I was actually watching like, oh wow, okay, it looks like the surf is kind of pushing a little to the right. I think we're actually kind of gonna go straight back. So my first plan of attack is to surf it left. As soon as we hit the turnaround, I'm just gonna like surf left, which is not the most comfortable thing to do, but um, I felt if I was going to make a move on Judson,
That's what you're
if
gonna have to do.
if I commit to going left first, and then I still have that like ace card to tack right, where it's easier to surf right if you're riding bump. So, but yeah, and it paid off, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
and that's the beauty of not always trying to draft people, right? And just kind of, like they always tell you when you're paddling to keep your chest tall and your eyes forward, and sometimes that also helps to kind of see where they drop in the buoy. Like even like people that were ahead of me, I was, hey guys, like the buoys are
Yeah. The buoys. Yeah.
kind
Right.
of scoot here to the
Mm-hmm.
left,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah. So it was. I think everyone gets so fixated on the train,
Mm-hmm.
where but I mean, everyone has their own tendencies and tactics, and I just went with a different one, and I trust the other training, right? The other train, it's my training,
Yeah, right, right.
not the draft training, but
Actual
yeah. And
training,
so
yeah.
yeah, it was patience, just kind of having the patience going upwind,
Hmm.
and that's kind of been that's what's been great about this year up to this point is just kind of being patient and trusting your training because it's a long season and like
Yeah, so I mean, not to transition out of this, but it's perfect time to do so. We're getting ready to go into 6 man season, and I think everybody pretty much knows that. I think the
hmm
world is starting to transition to that, but there is another Southern California OC1 race that's going to be coming in September that we've been kind of directed towards by some individuals. Brian Tucker, thanks, and also through some connections. Obviously, you have through the Sports Basement, and I want to bring it up while we are able to here. Give me a second here so I can switch this out. So we're talking about the California Gold.
yep. We're so California Gold. It's an event that's put on by Renee Jackson. She's a local lifeguard, and she
And a
used to
very,
paddle.
very accomplished paddler
Yeah,
and surf ski and all
yep.
everything else. Yep.
Yeah, we she used to paddle her surf ski with us early Saturday mornings. I spent a lot of time paddling with her during the pandemic, actually. When she was on her surf ski and around the, she would hang out with the Newport guys for the Saturday morning workouts, and but yeah, so she put on this race. I want to say this might be. I think she's held it 2 or 3 times. Feels like it's definitely been more than once, and it's an interesting format. It's a lot of the lifeguard community here in Southern California. Um, they have these. It's kind of. Are you familiar with like how they do it in like Australia, where they have those like
Yeah.
ocean athlete
Yep.
competitions,
Yep.
or as we would put it here in California, watermen.
Waterman competitions. Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so hey, if you do this race,
You
you might
qualify?
you might qualify to be a waterman.
Woo,
Um,
brother.
but but yeah, so it starts off with like a 11-mile surf. It's like a 28-mile event, right? That's uh, full of 11-mile surf ski, and then you swim for like 2 miles, and then you do like a something like a 6-mile prone, and then you run for like 6 miles, and then you swim again, and then you run again, and then yeah, it's just a lot of paddling, swimming, and running.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't have the full. Actually, it kind of says it right there.
yeah. Well,
Um,
it gives kind of a
s-
brief synopsis, but pretty interesting event, and the proceeds of this event, or this is going to be supporting charitable. It's going to be a charitable, foundation giveaway, right? Not giveaway, but it's going to support a local charity, or
mhm.
not charity, but it's junior guards, right? Am I assuming?
Yeah, it's mainly going to be benefiting junior guards. I don't know exactly which junior guard program, but it's definitely um, directed there. And what is great, and the reason why, and one of the main reasons why we're talking about this is they're adding an OC1 category,
Right.
which is going to be fun because, speaking of open ocean conditions and races, it's here in Newport, right? But it doesn't start in Newport Harbor. It actually, the OC1 race is going to start at Newport Pier, heading north towards Huntington Pier and back,
Mm-hmm.
and you finish through the surf, kind of like what you see
What we're
there.
seeing right here. Yep.
Yep. And I just think it's at a time of the year, right, where Catalina, is the 6-man season just finished. We're talking about training and kind of as the season
Oh, here's
progresses. Oh yeah, there you go.
the race
Oh,
breakdown. So
there's
you
the
got,
legs, the
yeah,
different legs.
leg one, which is 12 miles surf ski
Yep.
paddle. And you
Yep.
got leg two, which is a 2 mile sand run. You got leg three, which is a 2 mile ocean swim. leg 4, which is 6 miles of a board paddle, another sand run.
Epic. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and
man.
then that's it.
Part of me wants to do the main event.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Well, okay, so
I
the
also
OC
want to be a
one,
waterman too.
the, you are, brother. I have video proof of you
Hey,
fishing, cleaning fish, paddling. I got it all, bro. You're the guy.
hey,
You're already a
but
waterman.
here in California, I got to put that on my resume, dude. That I
Oh, I
completed
got you.
this race, and I'm just kidding.
But the OC1 course is going to run from Newport Pier to
Yep.
Huntington Pier and back, which we found out is a close to 12 miles. It's going to be 11 or so miles,
Hmm.
and it's going to be the only OC1 race that finishes in the surf.
Yeah. Right.
So they're going to come back and they're going to run their equipment through the surf and out on the beach.
Yeah. And that's why I'm stoked on it. It's like,
Right.
and it's in September. The water's warm.
Yep.
Everyone's coming off a 6-man season. Right. We were just talking about as the season goes on, you get more in shape. Um, this is a good. You know, I think this is in between Catalina 6-man and off the couch, right?
Right.
And like Kelly was saying, right? You know, you look at Danny Wanda, winning the solo last year, and how many races that we had,
Hmm.
and you can kind of just add another race to the. I mean, this is considered off season for OC1, but
Right.
you know, sounds fun. So
Yeah, we got a comment here from our engineer co-producer Eric. It says it'd be awesome if the Broadcast Brothers live stream that race. Huh.
yeah, yeah, we're definitely talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to race it,
Well,
so you're gonna have to.
I think for us it would be a cool thing to get Renee on with us at some point in time and go over some of the specifics and the details and the concept and the conception of the race and how it came to fruition and all. I would love to hear the history of it. I know that, like I said, we have people directly trying to set us up, which is great. So I want to put that together sometime in the near future because what I'm talking about, I don't know enough about this race to do it justice, and I don't want to do it an injustice
Hmm.
by not being able to have the right person on to talk about it too.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
So
I think actually I think Hunter did it one year. I
oh, he did.
remember seeing him doing it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Um, yeah. I mean the I don't know. I mean, even that the main event that sounds. Oh, Eric's gonna do drone from the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said right
Yeah.
here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do drone from the beach. Eric is, and then yeah, I don't know. I think we got. I mean, we can figure this out. So you were thinking
Hmm.
about racing the? What you gonna do the whole thing?
I mean, I'll probably just do the OC1 race
Oh,
because
okay.
I won't be spending any time
And that's
on a
surf ski.
prone or a surf ski. But
Hmm.
I mean, I could just cold turkey that. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Um,
we'll talk the details about that and see how
but
that
maybe
goes.
maybe that's actually not a good idea to do something like that if we have Molokai Hoy
Hi, Bruce.
aspirations.
That's true. You don't want to get yourself
Um,
hurt.
or I was just thinking like kind of overtraining at around that time
Yeah.
for a 28-mile event, right?
Well, I'd rather have
But
you on the boat with me, but
yeah, I know we
E- Eric
gotta
says you
find
can
something.
use my surf ski.
Oh, thanks, Eric. I kind of want to actually use
I would
my
love to see you on a surf ski, brother. Let's
can
do
we?
it.
Yeah, we used to do surf ski Sundays out of NAC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's get me on a surf ski and let's see how that goes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I need an extra wide one, 19-inch beam.
19-inch beam.
Yeah,
Nice.
19-inch beam.
Yeah. Um, well, I was thinking too, what a good occasion to do the OC1 race. It's the California Gold
Right.
with my gold
Or
canoe.
that's yes, I agree. I agree. And we
Yeah.
could consider it being the second world championship.
Yeah, right. We'll call it the California Gold Olympics sorry, the World Championships of California Gold OC1 Race World
Beach
Championships.
finish.
Beach
Beach
finish.
finish. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
But
right on.
yeah, uh, yeah. If everyone's or
No,
anyone out there outside of California that wants to, come in town to do a, uh, not just a OC1 race, but like a surf ski. It's almost like a triathlon, right?
yeah. Let me get
Small
it back on.
events and a
Let me get
triathlon.
it back on screen again, real fast.
Quadathlon, heptathlon,
Yeah, something
six. I
like
think
that.
it's six disciplines, right?
Yeah,
It's a heptathlon.
yeah. Let me figure out how to get this back on screen because I kind of messed up and closed it.
Because
There we
what's
go.
funny about that format? If we did the main event, I'd probably get smashed in the surf ski, but I could make it up in the run, and then I'll get smashed again in the prone, but then make it up in the run.
Think so? Yeah, you probably because
I don't know.
you're a
Yeah,
fast runner, bro.
I'm just the kind of just spitballing. Um,
Well, check it out, guys. We love the participation from everywhere, if possible, international and all that stuff. I'd love to see guys in the water doing this. This is pretty cool. Um,
yeah, and the NAC, Bruce Safety One. I'm sure he'll be out there on the boat too. Maybe
hey,
he could broadcast it with you. Can you imagine that?
possibly. I don't know. You could try
I
it,
don't know. After the last episode, I don't know if he made the cut.
bro. I got so many comments like you should have Bruce on all the time.
I
I
know,
was
right?
like, oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, actually, that's a good idea. You should do the broadcast with Bruce, and then for the event, we'll call the like he likes to call us the bullshit brothers.
The bullshit brought us. You know what though?
Yeah.
The problem is though is I have no way of beeping out the audio in case he goes a little out of control. So
Yeah, I know.
that's why at least
But
you and
yeah,
I
he's
mind our
he's
p's and q's a little bit.
he's either going to promote it, right, to where people are gonna do
Yeah,
it,
yeah. I'm just
or
gonna
can you
sink the
imagine like the
ship.
lifeguard community, like who the fuck's that guy? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no,
what?
they're already gonna say that no matter what. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And that's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
No,
that
I
guy's
pulled
here
it
for a
yesterday.
safety?
Yeah, I paddled. Yeah, he's great on the safety boat, by the way. Like hearing him communicate through all the
Yeah,
boats and when we're doing race courses, he's
yeah.
on top of it. He's very, very good at what he does with that stuff. But
I mean, you got to think,
um,
right? He spent a lot of time doing that, and I mean, he's younger than I am, right?
yeah, mhm.
They're what him and Kelly are barely like a little over 30, right?
Yeah.
So
He's a salty, salty skipper already, and he's not even
yeah,
30 years old.
I know.
Yeah. I was on the water yesterday and paddled with a bunch of the guys from Castaways. Nice jersey, by the way. I like that jersey.
Yeah, shout out Castaways.
Yeah, right on. I was on the
It's a
water
car wash,
yesterday.
right? Car
Yeah, it's the
wash.
car. Yeah, the car wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We were on the water yesterday, and I was the Makapo guys were out, so I paddled up to their six man. I was talking to them, and yeah, they were like, "Man, Bruce is the best. You should have him on all the time." I'm like, I can't. We can't afford it. It's gonna be too
Right.
expensive.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Too expensive for you
Yeah, I
yet.
was gonna say Bruce is like escargot, man. You can only have it every so
Yeah,
often.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
have too much of it.
Yeah, it was. He's great, man. But anyway, so. But yeah, guys, come out for the California Gold. It'd be awesome. We'll be talking about it more.
Yeah,
And
we got some time, and hopefully we get
yep,
Renee on, and you know,
we got a
feed
couple
her
weeks.
feed her so- feed her some of your infamous chili.
Yeah, we got a couple
And
weeks for Wild Buffalo coming up, so we'll be talking a couple more times before that happens. But um, yeah, looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great race.
yeah, we got almost 90. I think it was 90 relay teams, right?
Yeah, and I think 20 iron guys that were ironing something like
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
oh
yeah, I think there's about 20 guys ironing it or so when I saw when last time I looked. But we will go over it. We'll go over it again.
yeah.
Right on. What else? Anything else cooking?
Uh, nope. Just yeah, it was nice catching up with you. I know we didn't really uh catch up after the race this weekend, and
Oh, Eric
um,
Eric mentioned that the Alder race is coming up this Sunday, but The winds are going to be brutal. It's saying so. It's going to be
Alder. What
yeah.
race is the Alder race?
I think it's a stand up paddleboard race.
Oh,
Yeah.
where is that? Do we know?
I don't know. Hold on. You know, I
The winds
wasn't
are going
really
to be
ready for
brutal.
that, but let's see. I don't know.
I like
Eric's.
I like brutal winds, especially on a stand up.
Do you? Well, not if you're going into it.
Yeah, no, bring it on.
Bring it on, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like a challenge, brother. Hold on a minute here. Where are we at?
Eric probably knows. Oh, Long Beach.
Long Beach.
All
Oh, it races
vessels.
all vessels. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right here. 12th annual Alder Paddle
Oh, it's a
2024.
charity race. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. PFDs
Nice.
required. Yeah. Yeah.
Winds are brutal this weekend, huh?
I
I
guess.
didn't know that. Let's check the wind report.
Yeah.
You know
Free
what's great is
registration.
we're actually getting closer to, like you said earlier, we're getting closer to Wide Buffalo, so we'll be able to kind of get an idea of the winds.
See
Speaking
what's
of
gonna
weather,
happen. Yeah.
bro, how's that thunder and lightning today? There was like full on thunder and lightning today.
Yeah. I didn't get to much of it because I was at work up in North Long Beach and there wasn't a lot up there. So I didn't get too much of it up there. But they said down here, Julie and Sophia said it was going crazy.
Yeah, it was beautiful actually.
Oh, it
Um,
said downwind to Newport, the Alder race.
Really? Well, it looks like the wins on Sunday are the ticket.
Right.
That's where it's just going to be epic.
Yeah.
Like Newport, sorry, Long Beach to Newport is would be that's the day. And the winds don't really kick in until Saturday night. So,
So this race is Sunday.
oh, it is Sunday.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yep.
nice. Ooh, that's good to know.
Hold on. I'll bring it
Race
up
for
on.
charity.
Yep. Let
Damn.
me see if I can bring it up
How
on
did
screen
that
for
one
you.
go? Shout out Eric.
There we go. Right here.
Thanks for throwing that out there, man. What we got here?
This is the Alder race.
Oh, it's been going on.
Yeah. 12th annual. Been going on for a while.
Wow.
Bunch of good sponsors. Let's see what the course map looks like. Oh, that's a fun race. Oh, they only showed the fun race course map.
Mm,
But if it's downwind from Long Beach to Newport, so it's just like we did on the V1.
yeah. Should we go take the V1s out? Oh, it's not a downwind.
Oh, it's not a downwind
Oh,
race. Okay,
oh,
okay,
so
got
so
it.
is that the course then around Grand Island?
Oh, Eric, that's fake news, brother.
Yeah. Oh,
We gotta fact
yeah.
check you.
We're fact checking our fact
We're
checker,
gonna fact check you.
our producer.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Adler race.
What did I say, Alder?
You said Alder.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Are you dyslexic?
Yes, I am.
You are. That makes total sense. Hold on,
Yep.
Bruce is trying to get out.
Oh, get out the
You're right
door,
there.
Raja. That was funny, Eric.
Sorry.
Thanks for commenting, Eric. I appreciate it.
Yeah, is Eric our only viewer currently right now?
No, we got three people holding tight.
Oh,
We're up to
okay,
like
right
six
on.
or
So
seven. Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
on eight. Well, between
Right
the
on, you
three of them
guys.
and that's five. You know, we could take a
Yeah,
6-man out.
that's right. We could
Yeah,
anytime. I gotta start practicing too. Yeah, I had a good paddle Sunday. It felt good for like first time in the water in like 6 weeks, but it felt really good. And
yeah,
I don't know, we did 8 miles or something like that. Not a lot, but it was good. It was fun. Had a good time out there. And Saturday, I had Sophia's first jujitsu match.
she win.
She won her first match and then lost the second two matches, so she didn't get to place for a medal. But she did pretty good. I mean, considering we didn't know what to expect, and
Yeah,
she's been doing it for about a year. But
yeah,
yeah, she heavy handed the first match. She was in control for the whole. She got one on points, and then the second one she got a girl got a weird armbar on her, and the refs are really fast with the kids. They just like
mm,
stop it right away. So
yeah,
she had her arm in a weird position. They just called it, and then the third one, she got rear naked choked so bad. It probably was like the girl just stuck it in. The girl had probably been competing for a number of
Okay.
years already, and she snuck it in on Sophia, and but I mean, she didn't get crazy emotional, cry too much, and it
Oh,
was
good.
good. It was great.
That was
Yeah, yeah.
my
So we're
that was
going
my
back.
next question. Was
Oh,
like
we're going
her.
back on the 27th for another tournament. She's going in again.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's fun.
good.
It was fun. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
So she's still encouraged,
Hmm.
right? Okay, good.
She had
That's
fun.
good
She
to
was
hear.
smiling the whole time. When
Okay.
she got rear naked choked, she got a little bit scared, but um, that was only because she didn't really know how to get out of it. You know, they hadn't really trained her for a lot of
Yeah.
those defenses yet, but she did really good. Like I said, you know, she's really strong, obviously physically strong.
Yeah.
She lacks a lot of aggressiveness, which I'm really happy about. I don't want Sophia being overly aggressive, but
Mm-hmm.
I think if she can figure out how to turn it on and off, she'll be okay.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
hey, let me tell you, Brad. We walk into there's 900 kids signed up for this tournament, right? So there was
900.
900, arguably a couple thousand people there, like in and out, but always a couple
Yeah.
thousand people around. And bro, the nicest guys, nicest people. Like like some kids sporting events, you experience the worst.
Oh
Like
yeah, like
parents, like
helicopter parents and
yeah, trying to coach,
yeah.
or they're getting screaming at coaches or refs or
Yeah.
whatever. Bro, in, in this environment, obviously the Brazilian jiu-jitsu world is a lot of discipline, a lot of respect, a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
everyone in the room's like a fucking trained killer, bro. So they're like, everyone's just real cool. Like, hey,
Yeah.
man, okay, cool. Like, they're super nice, and the parents are real nice about the kids, and it was pretty cool. Like, I'm not a person that likes to be around a lot of people all the time, but I was really comfortable in that place. Like, everyone was super nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was cool.
We should get them. We should get them all in a canoe. All those
I
kids.
I
Like,
agree.
hey, you should paddle in the summer.
Yep,
Jiu-jitsu in the winter.
yep.
Paddle
But
in the summer.
man, these kids they train year round. They're nonstop,
Yeah.
and the tournaments are year round too. So, yeah, I mean, some of these families you can tell they're generational, right? So you got a
Yeah.
lot of Brazilians that are there. They only speak Portuguese, and their kids speak English, but the parents don't. But they're just generationally into it, and that's what they do. And a lot of cauliflower ear everywhere, bro. It's everywhere.
That's
I was like,
funny.
oh man, kid, don't talk shit in this room because someone's gonna take you down for good, man. It's over.
Hey, what's great though is they have the cauliflower ear, so they kind of hear anyway. So
Nah, I
you can
cannot
probably
hear.
say
Nah, yeah,
whatever you want.
yeah, probably, probably. I don't want to. I'm not gonna test it. I'm not
No,
gonna
you're gonna
test
test
it.
it. Oh
Nah,
man.
nah, nah, nah.
Right
So,
on. Well, that's
anyways,
cool. Well,
yeah,
congrats to Sophia,
yeah,
and I'm glad to hear she's ready to bounce back. And sounds like it was a good learning experience.
yeah. I took the camera, the one we use for our live feed, and I videotaped it, and I have some footage, which is really good. I'll dial it up. We'll do a little quick clip next time, and I'll get it ready. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to
Nice.
watch. Yeah, yeah. So
So, are you saying that our next endeavor is broadcasting kids jujitsu matches?
here's the benefit to you and I, and I've said this 100 times. We're only doing paddling stuff because that's what we know, but we're not cubbyholed into anything, bro. We can cover
I know.
anything and talk about anything we
Right.
want.
Yeah.
So and the more we expand out, the more base we get, and I think the more interest you get across the channel too. And like, there's
Mm-hmm.
probably plenty of these people that don't know anything about paddling, right? So you know, there's a bunch of market there. Obviously, we see what Brazil's doing in paddling now. There's obviously it's a culture of very in shape and disciplined people. So
Yep.
it'd be
Yeah,
cool to
they're
it'd be
getting
cool
into
to
canoes
bring
too.
the gym down sometime to the site and take a couple of the guys out, for a paddle. Be fun if they can
Yeah,
swim. They could
because it's
probably.
so dense.
Yeah, well, they could choke out
Yeah.
anybody, but they never learn how to swim. They're like, oh
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
we were never taught that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a rear naked and a frontal naked choke that
Yeah,
that water will get me in.
yeah.
I don't know how.
They'll kick your ass on land. You just take them for a swim, and that's it, bro. It's over.
Yeah, drag you into the
Yeah. Take them to the deep
yeah.
end.
Yep.
Nah, but yeah. So, anyways, it was a good weekend. And what do you got going on next
It's cool.
weekend? Anything good?
Just more training.
More training?
Yeah, I think probably be paddling at a Lanakila on Saturday, and then shoot, man, if the winds look like I'm seeing on that forecast, I think a long oh, I have a work event Sunday morning. Damn it.
I might
Maybe Sunday
actually,
afternoon. I don't know.
I might actually attempt a loop on Sunday if it's that good. And I haven't done a loop in 5 years, bro. It's been a
Yeah,
long time. But I might,
yeah.
if it wins good, I might attempt it.
There you go. Yeah, bring a leash,
Oh yeah, for sure.
right?
I don't trust myself that much.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, I totally forgot I have a work
Work
event
event.
on Sunday. So no downwinder for me
Yeah,
on
bomber.
Sunday. If I can get out of it though. But yeah.
Right on. All
Well,
right.
nice seeing you.
You too, brother.
Thanks for
Maybe we get together and cook some food this weekend. If you got nothing going on, we can figure it out.
okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
barbecue, barbecue. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Oh yeah, here goes Eric. Eric said he might skip the race if the weather stays the same. That's good, Eric. Then we're gonna go for a loop. You and I are going for a loop on Sunday.
Oh,
Hope
there
you're
you go.
ready.
Yeah.
Hope you're ready, brother.
Take the Uh take the two man out maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Eric and I are pretty big guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm probably bigger than Eric, but both of us will max out the water line pretty good. Be like a sled running down in the snow, you know.
Yeah.
But all right,
Sweet.
bro. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks
Okay.
for watching, everybody.
Yeah. Aloha, everybody. Have a great week. Okay, here we
Uh,
go.